How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be talking about a leak that claims to know what exactly is going to happen during Sakurai's live stream presentation of Terry Bogard, as well as some new information about the next DLC fighter. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this leak claims to have credible information, that does not mean that this leak is going to end up being 100% real, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you guys would like to read while I talk, you can find a link to the original post in the description bar down below, and now with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server. Special shout out to you, CNJ Gamer, really do appreciate that. So if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord as well as links to all of my other social media presences, such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, this leak comes from 4chan, so let's go ahead and take a look at it, shall we? So guys, like I said, this leak comes from 4chan, and it is titled, Smash Ultimate New Video Leaked, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying Sakurai has already finished filming his live stream presentation for Terry Bogard. I wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but here's what I did find out. Terry's gimmick is a max meter, which allows him to power up his specials. He also has special inputs like the Street Fighter characters. From what I saw, there is no female Terry Bogard, but I could have just missed her. Similar to the boxing ring, Terry's stage was designed with a lot of Smash Bros. Branding. In Sakurai's words, I really think that the concept of the King of Fighters tournament meshed really well with Smash, so I wanted to reflect this with the stage. After that, we get some new Mii costumes. We get Akira, Heihachi, Kyo, Octoling, and Byleth, who comes with 2 new songs, The Edge of Dawn, and a brand new rearrangement of Fodlan Wind's Rain. At the very end, Fighter Pass 5 is teased. The trailer starts off with an epic long-range duel between Samus and Inkling, but suddenly, the ruins they're fighting in caves in, and their new environment takes on a red glow. They are about to continue their duel when they are both suddenly blasted away without warning. The screen then pans over to the source of this fire, which is revealed to be Doomguy, with his splash screen reading, Doomguy takes his shot. The trailer ends with no gameplay. So now that we've gone over this entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. So guys, the first thing that I want to go ahead and say is that apparently, according to this leaker, Sakurai has already finished filming his live stream presentation for Terry. Now, I do have a couple of problems with this, and namely, the biggest problem is that Sakurai said that Terry wasn't that far along in development when they showed him off a little bit in September. Obviously, we only got to see about 2 moves from Terry Bogard, and they said they needed a lot more time to work on his development, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. However, there is a counter argument to that, because for those of you guys who didn't know, right after Sakurai finished filming the Heroes presentation, he went ahead and made Banjo-Kazooie, so it is entirely possible that maybe he was just like trying to throw us off or something like that, to make it seem like Terry Bogard wasn't as far along as he actually is. The next thing that this leaker claims is that Terry's gimmick is a max meter, which allows him to power up his special moves. Now, I decided to go ahead and do some research about this, and I wasn't really able to find anything that concrete in terms of this, so I'm not exactly sure if that's a thing. If you guys know, please let me know in the comment section down below. Now, typically in fighting games, there are a lot of instances of this, like where you have to charge up moves before you can use them, and I think that'd be super cool. It'd probably be kind of like Cloud's Limit Break or Little Max KO Punch, and honestly, I've always liked that gimmick, so hopefully we do get to see it. Also, he has special inputs like the Street Fighter characters. I mean, obviously, Terry Bogard got his start on arcade machines where you could do all these great moves by like pressing the buttons, and I absolutely loved doing that with Ryu and Ken, so having that with Terry just makes a ton of sense. The next thing he claims is that there's going to be no female Terry Bogard, but it's possible he just missed her. Now, one of the things that I wanted to go ahead and talk about with this was that a lot of people think that there is going to be a female version of Terry Bogard, because in the code of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate a long time ago, we actually found a code for a ponytail, and as we already know, the female Terry Bogard does in fact have a ponytail, which is making a lot of people believe that it's definitely possible that she could be appearing in the game in some way. After that, apparently his stage is going to be reminiscent of the boxing ring. I mean, we've already seen bits and pieces of Terry Bogard's stage. I'm not exactly sure, like, what his stage is going to finally, like, end up looking like. Like, I'm not sure what the finalized version is going to look like, but having it look like something like the boxing ring would be absolutely awesome, especially because they're working on the King of Fighters. They're working with the King of Fighters franchise, so it should definitely be reminiscent of his games. So now let's go ahead and talk about the Mii costumes. So apparently we are going to get a character named Akira, and I know a lot of you guys probably think that it's going to be the Astral Chain version of Akira. However, guys, it's probably going to be Akira Yuki from the Virtua Fighter franchise. Obviously, we already had a Mii Fighter costume for Akira in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, so it's kind of strange that he isn't already back, so hopefully we'll end up seeing him soon. After that, we have Heihachi, and once again, this is another one of those Mii costumes that are mysteriously missing. I mean, Heihachi, we had his Mii costume back in Smash for Wii U and 3DS once again, so the fact that we don't already have it in Smash Ultimate led a lot of people to believe that maybe Heihachi was going to get in as a playable fighter. However, I think that a Mii costume is probably where he's going to stay for right now. After that, we have Kyo, and honestly, I'm not exactly sure who Kyo is. I assume that they're probably someone from a fighting game, so it makes sense that we're going to see him as a Mii costume. After that, we have Octoling, and this is a Mii costume that I'm honestly a little bit surprised about. I definitely thought that instead of making a Mii costume for the Octoling, they would end up like making them an Echo Fighter for the Inkling, just because the Octolings and Inklings are so similar. It would be such an easy Echo Fighter to make, but I guess they're just going to make him a Mii costume, so I guess that works. Following that, we have Byleth, who's coming with 2 new songs, being The Edge of Dawn and a brand new rearrangement of Fodlan Winds, and I know that that's going to make a lot of people happy because that way he's not really taking up a character slot, and for the people who want to play as him in Smash Ultimate, they still kind of have a way to do so. And finally, guys, the last thing that we need to go ahead and talk about is the final DLC character appearing on the First Fighter's Pass, which is apparently going to be Doomguy from the Doom franchise. Now, there has been an absolute ton of debate over which character is going to end up joining the game, and a lot of people think it's either going to be Ryu Hayabusa, Doomguy, or maybe Crash Bandicoot, but the two that are the most popular by far are Ryu Hayabusa and Doomguy. Now, in terms of Doomguy's chances of joining Smash Ultimate, yes, I understand because I always see this in the comments whenever I talk about the Doom franchise. I understand that it is a rated M game, like nobody is denying that. But the reason that people think that, like, this character can't get in because he's from an M-rated game, even though we already have characters from M-rated games, such as Bayonetta and Snake, is because Doom is just way more violent. Obviously, you can, like, cut people in half with chainsaws, there's a ton of blood and gore and swearing, all that, but guys, Sakurai can definitely work around that. Like, he doesn't have to be cutting Olimar in half for him to be a cool character, so we're just, you know, he definitely has a chance. That should not discredit him right away. Also, guys, for those of you who didn't know, Doom and Nintendo also have, like, a very strong relationship. We have a couple of Doom games already on the Switch, being Doom, Doom Eternal, and I believe Doom 1, 2, and 3, and Doom 64 is going to be on the Switch pretty soon, so, like, yeah. The Doom franchise has a very strong presence on Nintendo consoles, and it was the first game franchise ever to popularize the first-person shooter genre, so all the games like Halo and Call of Duty, and all the games like that definitely took inspiration from Doom, so I definitely think he's iconic enough to make it in, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see if he actually does. I'd be pretty happy if he did, but like I said, there's a lot of debate over what the final character is going to be, so we're just gonna have to wait and see who it is. However, guys, with all of that being said, do I believe that this league is real? Honestly, guys, I'm not too sure one way or the other. Now, like I said at the beginning, one of the things that is definitely throwing me off is that this guy's apparently already seen the live stream presentation for Terry. However, he hasn't seen the whole thing. Like I said, guys, this is definitely a red flag, especially because I'm not too sure if Sakurai has already finished filming that video and finished editing and stuff like that. But then again, he finished the Banjo-Kazooie presentation video really soon after the Heroes, so I guess it's pretty possible. So, and just like that, guys, I think that this leak is just possible. However, guys, let me know your thoughts about this leak in the comments section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.